We are now less than 2 days away from a potential strike in Prince George. If it happens, it would be the first time the city's CUPE workers have walked off the job. For years, Prince George has been known as a labor town. Labor relations have changed dramatically over the years.
Prince George is no stranger to job action. Pickets at the college and UNBC are some of the most recent examples. But labor relations have changed a great deal in recent years.
And the basic elements that brought rise to unions, which are working conditions and wages and benefits, when those are largely satisfied, not that they're ever going to be exactly right by either side, but when they're basically satisfied, then the relationship develops into more of a collaborative thing.
The city's union has issued 72-hour strike notice, a rule that has been in place for several years under the Labor Relations Act.
If bargaining breaks down, so if either party is not able to reach an agreement through the bargaining process, there's a number of restrictions that go in place prior to that, but the 72 hours notice gives the parties some notice about the potential disruption that's going to be as a result of the strike or lockout.
CUPE, Locals 399 and 1048, and the city have been in talks since January, which carried on right through to the past weekend. Troy Zoner says a number of legislated steps have to be taken before 72-hour strike notice can be issued.
First, you would have to have entered into collective bargaining as a process. If bargaining looks to be breaking down, the union would seek a strike mandate from the membership, so they would take it to them to vote on. So there would have to be a vote, one that passed, that said they agree with the strike. If there's essential services that need to be negotiated, they would have to also be negotiated prior to any job action, whether it be lockout or strike.
This is the first time in the city's history that strike notice has been issued. It's new territory for Mayor Sherry Green.
Certainly, I've seen, labor issues over the years in a variety of sectors, including, nurses or teachers or whatever the case may be, and recognize that it definitely impacts people in a community when there's a disagreement between an employer and employee with respect to their contract.
Green says the city's situation is also different from when previous contracts were struck, with far greater financial trials and an expectation from the taxpayer. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.